I am continuously amazed at what happens when I refuse to settle and I choose to soar. And I want this to be your way of life, not just a way of fixing problems, not just a way of getting a new car. I probably want more for you than you do, because I understand who I am and how this works, and I know who you truly are. My name is Mr. 2020. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Neville Goddard podcast. Maybe you noticed we didn't put out a podcast yesterday. The reason why is because I didn't have a hot tub yesterday. The hot tub blew up and I had a meltdown. Didn't last long. Neville Goddard says to be angry but sin not. So I put up a little post in our Remarkable group about it. I put up a little post in our Dream Driven Day group about it. And I went about my business. I went about my father's business. And I noticed I wanted to imagine a complication. I could always go to the pool twice a day. Exercise, stretch. My body just loves heat and loves water. And so this is what I do. Where could I do the podcast? And I start pondering these things, and I'm enjoying the pondering, don't get me wrong. After I let the meltdown go. By doing God's business. What is God's business? Your awareness of being is God. How you are aware of anything being determines how it shows up in your reality, in your life, in your circumstance. So I didn't put a time limit on it because I didn't hope it would happen sooner. You see, a lot of people, they put time limits on things so they don't take forever to happen. You get what they're really feeling? It's going to take forever to happen, so they put a time limit on it. They become militant. I'm not a fan of militant. God, have I been militant in my life. Meanwhile. So I experienced doing the podcast from the hot tub. And having an absolutely lovely time. Because that's where I do the podcast from. The hot tub. And I have an absolute lovely time. How about you? Do you have a lovely time listening to it? States are contagious, gang. More on that some other time. So I chose not to settle, and it cost me $6.52. I think it was $6.52 to be back in business. And I've got a completely new setup for $6.52. These little portable, disposable, blow-up hot tub things, they run... during the lockdown, they were like $1,000. Right? Average price online is like $700, $800. I'm back in business for $6.52. You see, I imagine smiles instead of feeling stressed. I imagine you're happy that I'm back. You may or may not have even missed me. That's all right. But I missed me. Because one of my states is happy, loving teacher. And this is one of the ways I teach. I put up posts, articles, send out emails, all that stuff. Do courses, one-on-ones. I'm just nuts about what's possible for you. And this is my daily bread right here. This is it. Right here. My daily bread. No matter what, every day I put out a podcast. Are you getting some of the hints? This is how we do it. You notice I'm not into crisis problem-solving bits. See, a crisis is an event where you get to have a little meltdown if you want to. Or if you have to. Or if you need to. I did. Something blew up. I melted down. On the other hand, I chose to get over that pretty quickly. Instead of letting the cortisol linger. I'm not a fan of the cortisol linger. If you're getting gold, I've got news for you. We're kicking off another Dream-Driven Day in October. I'd suggest you join ManifestingMasteryCourse.com now if you haven't. Those are two ways you can play with us. For MM and Triple D people, I'm doing a lot more Rent My Brain sessions. Boy, they're a lot of fun. You can rent my brain if you are in or have done MM or Triple D. You get them a little on fire for life. Most people are just angry and pissed off. I'd rather you be on fire for life. If you got gold today, manifestingmasterycourse.com. Dream Driven Day will go live probably tomorrow. Even though we start in October, you'll get the bonuses and stuff sooner rather than later. Maybe even get some unannounced stuff. Who knows? We'll find out, won't we? But the key here is I could have gone into a meltdown, waited and hesitated. Instead of being a waiter and a hesitator, I decided to do something. I decided to do God's business. How about you? Dive deeper, soar higher. Imagine us having a chat or sending us your updates right now as we go into the silence. All right, that's it. Have a lovely day. Join us at manifestingmasterycourse.com. See ya.